Coming up today on News 6, an alleged sexual assault on UCA campus.
A concealed weapon bill is back in the House.
And Conway Public Schools make a plan for improvement.
All these stories and more, stay with us. News 6 will start right now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Arrington.
And I'm Elizabeth Forrest.
The investigation of the alleged sexual assault on UCA campus is still ongoing. The incident that was reported on Monday involved a 19-year-old UCA student and a 17-year-old non-student. The alleged assault victim and suspect did know each other prior to the incident. Arch Jones of the UCA Police Department said the alleged suspect was not arrested and no official charges have been made, but UCA PD feels that the campus is in no immediate danger. The university and its police department take all allegations of sexual assault very seriously.
A bill that could allow Arkansas teachers and staff to carry concealed handguns on campuses is on its way to the House of Representatives. The bill passed by a 33-1 vote on Monday. A similar bill presented to the House of Representatives Education Committee, House Bill 1077, did not pass the committee last week. The House bill proposed by Representative Charlie Collins would allow university professors to possess handguns on campus. Collins said one of the most important things in the world to human beings is the safety of your children away from home. A school shooting has not occurred on an Arkansas college campus since 2008. The shooting resulted in the death of 2 University of Central Arkansas students. The main goal behind the bill is deterrence. Collins hopes to have the bill back in the committee by next week.
The Conway Public Schools Board of Education is creating a 5-year plan for improvement. The board said they wish for Conway schools to remain competitive in the state. They have identified 3 areas where the school has room to improve, including becoming more tech savvy, creating safer schools, and becoming better environments to learn and grow in. CPS Superintendent Greg Murray said that 3 committees, one for each area, met in January to brainstorm ideas for achieving these goals. He added that it is too early to know exactly what the plan would consist of, but the meetings will continue through May. When the details are finalized, the board hopes to begin implementing the changes by the fall semester of this year.
Coming up after the break, the state lottery is facing some changes.
And the American Sniper trial began today. Stay with us. News 6 will be right back.
It's never too late to follow your dreams. So after 20 years in the business world, I decided to become a teacher. That's when I discovered the University of Central Arkansas offers a Master of Arts in Teaching, which helped me make the transition from the office to my classroom. Plus, the convenience of a flexible format allows me to attend classes while teaching my own. UCA put me and my education front and center. Learn how at uca.edu/online.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
At the University of Central Arkansas, I've encountered world-changing academics and game-changing athletics, helping me become a regular on the Southland Conference Honor Roll. I was able to graduate early with a business degree, and now I'm seeking a second degree in physical education, all while playing Division I volleyball, softball, and soccer. UCA put me and my education front and center. Learn how at uca.edu.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Hey, you going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you! Come look at Mr. Feather. Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark. We're just playing. We're just playing on trying to get you out of here.
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
The lottery is facing more changes. The Department of Finance and Administration has the Arkansas Lottery Commission closer to absorption after a hearing on Tuesday. Lottery officials told Arkansas lawmakers that sales are down nearly $25 million from their previous peak. Though sales are down, lottery officials say that there have been 6 straight months of ticket growth, resulting in the Powerball's nearly $500 million prize. Lottery officials also admitted to inefficiencies in the system. They also outlined improvements.
Governor Asa Hutchinson has appointed new head departments for the state's veterans, environmental, and security agencies. Becky Coe was appointed head of the Arkansas Department of Environmental Quality. Lieutenant Colonel Matt Sneed is now the director of the Department of Veteran Affairs, and Edmund Waters is Arkansas Securities Department Commissioner. Coe graduated from the University of Arkansas in chemical engineering. Lieutenant Sneed is a 16-year-old veteran of the National Guard, currently serves as the State Public Affairs for 10,000 Guardsmen. Edmund Waters was a 21-year former vice president of the A.G. Edwards and Son, where he was a branch manager and financial advisor.
With the Oscars right around the corner, Clint Eastwood's newest war drama, American Sniper, and the trial that follows the murder of the actual American sniper, Chris Kyle, are both becoming more and more popular. Kyle's murder trial started today. Reporters at CNN have more on this story.
This morning, a jury of 10 women and 2 men will begin hearing testimony in the murder trial of Eddie Ray Routh. He's accused of killing American sniper Chris Kyle and his friend Chad Littlefield. The killings happened 2 years ago inside this countryside gun range. Kyle and Littlefield met with Routh to help the former Marine battle issues of PTSD. Routh admitted killing Kyle and Littlefield to his sister shortly after the murders.
He said that he killed 2 guys. They went out to a shooting range, and he's all crazy. He's psychotic.
Routh also recounted the killings to police in a videotaped confession. Routh's lawyers are expected to build an insanity defense for the accused killer of the beloved Texan, Chris Kyle, who's reached legendary status with the release of the blockbuster film American Sniper. After Routh left the military, he performed part-time work like mowing lawns for Tim Zaraland. He remembers Routh as quirky and weird.
He was much more of a Forrest Gump type character than he was a serial killer. I would say towards the end, before all this happened, he was a lot more jumpy, a lot more, seemed to be nervous.
Ed Lavendera, CNN, Stephenville, Texas.
ISIS has been very successful in recruiting potential jihadis from all over the world, mostly using social media. Now an online guide has popped up that appears to show potential recruits how to sign up and leave their Western homes behind. CNN's Will Rapley picks up the story.
On the same social media sites where the FBI says ISIS is actively recruiting Western teenagers, a new terrorist training manual, this 50-page guidebook for prospective ISIS recruits looking to travel to Syria, who to call, where to go, even what to pack.
$543.
A 15-minute shopping trip.
Boots and jackets.
A quick look through the closet. We find pretty much everything the handbook says a wannabe jihadi needs for a pilgrimage to ISIS. By the looks of this pile, we could easily be going backpacking. The how-to guide also includes tips for slipping through airport security and sneaking across the Syrian border.
How to get there, get there without being intercepted by Western intelligence services, by Turkish intelligence services, how to mask your travel, what to bring on your trip.
CNN terrorism analyst Paul Cruikshank says there's no way to verify if this guide actually comes from ISIS or just a sympathizer.
Who are they targeting here?
This is an English-speaking jihadi, so they're targeting an English-speaking audience.
U.S. law enforcement knows ISIS is aggressively using social media to recruit American teens as young as 15, luring them with false promises of adventure and glory. Analysts say the more Westerners who join ISIS, the bigger the threat at home. And now, this guide makes recruiting that much easier. Will Ripley, CNN, New York.
So this spring-like weather in the middle of winter has been fantastic. I've definitely been enjoying it.
Definitely. I think everybody's wondering what's going to happen this weekend. Are we going to keep this like nice weather, or is it changing?
Well, I know a lot of people are going to be going out for Valentine's Day. I keep hearing about everybody's Valentine's Day plans, and it's going to get cooler. We have a cold front coming in, but on Saturday it's actually going to be in the high 50s, unlike tomorrow. But I'll have more on that after the break.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to energy-saving bulbs. Saving energy saves you money.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The University of Central Arkansas may be close to home, but it's taken me far. Through study abroad programs and teaching science to children in Rwanda. I've also had the opportunity to do cancer research as an undergrad. And I've discovered Greek life that's about giving back and having fun. UCA put me and my education front and center. Learn how at uca.edu.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
Welcome back from the break. My name's Candace Miller. We're going to start off by looking at our national map today. So we have this stationary front stretching its way from Montana all the way down into Texas. And as the stationary front is moving its way into the Central Plains, it's leaving behind heavy snow possibilities for Colorado and New Mexico. And then over in Arkansas, we have a cold front moving in, which is going to bring cooler temperatures. Unlike today, it's been beautiful, but tomorrow we're going to be experiencing cooler temperatures, and it's going to extend until the beginning of next week. Then we have a high over Florida, which is having it live up to its name as the Sunshine State. It's gorgeous down there right now, but New England is still experiencing snow. We were predicted to have a very cold winter with a lot of snow, but it seems like New England is getting all of the snow that we were predicted. But in Arkansas today, we had mostly sunny skies and beautiful temperatures, with Fayetteville with the highest high of 50, and then Fort Smith and Texarkana with our highest highs at 64. And then our 36-hour forecast, we have tonight partly cloudy skies, and it's going to get down into the 30s. And then tomorrow we will have sunny skies, but this is when that cold front is going to move into Arkansas, and we'll have a high of 42, which is a little bit cooler than it has been, but the sun will still be shining, so we always have to look at the positive side. And then tomorrow night we'll have a low of 22 with partly cloudy skies. But throughout the week in Conway, Thursday, high 42, low 22. And then Friday, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 49 and a low of 31. And then on Saturday, on Valentine's Day, it is going to be a beautiful day. It'll be sunny almost into the 60s, but not quite, a high of 58 and a low of 23. And then on Sunday, we will have a high of 35, which is a little bit colder than Saturday, but then a low of 25. And then on Monday, this is when that stationary front that has just moved its way out of Colorado is going to be reaching Arkansas. And we'll have rain possibilities and maybe a slight possibility of snow on Monday with a 60% chance of rain, maybe some snow at night, high 41 and a low of 36. And then on Tuesday, the rain will stick around. It will be like mostly cloudy, and then a high of 43 and a low of 16. So that's all the weather I have for you today. My name's Candace Miller.
Thank you, Candace. 3 Muslim students were fatally shot in their apartment near the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill campus on Tuesday. 46-year-old man was arrested and charged with murder after he turned himself into the police later in the night. It is unknown whether the faith of the victims played a role in the shootings. Derek Waller reports on the emotional scene.
I'm his father.
A distressed father pleads for information.
Take me to jail. You'll do whatever. I'm not staying here. I'm going to go in there and see what's going on, sir.
This scene unfolded around 8 p.m., 3 hours after police said 3 people were found shot to death inside an apartment in the Finley Forest condominium.
It's kind of just turned the neighborhood upside down.
Kristen Bowling is a UNC student who lives in the building where it happened. She was home studying and never even heard gunshots.
I'm kind of in shock. I'm really confused, and I have been since 5:30.
Alert Carolina notified the UNC Chapel Hill campus shortly after 7, telling students there was no ongoing threat. Neighbors say this quiet community is mostly home to the elderly and students, but Daniel Wagner said recently he's noticed suspicious activity.
A couple of the nights I've come home lately, there's this truck outside of my apartment actually over there that a couple guys were walking through the neighborhood, and I was walking my dog just like I am now. And I heard him say to get a flashlight and take a look in this truck. And then I was like, hey guys. And they saw me with the dog and they ran off, sped off about 60 miles an hour.
Still, no one saw today's triple shooting coming, and this community is desperate for answers.
Tell me how my son is. What's his situation? If he's dead, tell me he's dead. If he's alive, tell me he's alive. Just tell me straight up.
The Conway Police Department is debating whether or not to follow the lead of an Arkadelphia Police Department and purchase body cameras for its officers. Conway Police Department Public Information Officer Latricia Woodruff said that the department is in the early stages of looking into whether the purchase of body cameras for officers would be beneficial. Woodruff said that Conway Chief of Police A.J. Gary, along with the police department training officer and some of the department's top deputies, are looking into the idea of having body cameras for officers. Gary was unable to comment and will be out of town until next week.
So, Michael, what has been going on with sports?
Yes, are the basketball, how's that going for the guys?
Well, the men tried to get a streak going, a win streak after the losing streak. I'll catch you up on that game as well as preview the women's game, that much more after the break.
At the University of Central Arkansas, I've encountered world-changing academics and game-changing athletics, helping me become a regular on the Southland Conference Honor Roll. I was able to graduate early with a business degree, and now I'm seeking a second degree in physical education, all while playing Division I volleyball, softball, and soccer. UCA put me and my education front and center. Learn how at uca.edu.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back. The Bears basketball team looked to start a win streak when they took on Southeastern Louisiana last night in Hammond, Louisiana. UCA came into the game after their first win of the season against New Orleans on Saturday. The Bears started hot, hitting 3 3-pointers and led 11-6 early, but Southeastern shot 70% from the field in the first half and went on a 42-14 run to end the first half. UCA couldn't trim the big lead down in the second half and fell to the Lions by a score of 83-58. Jordan Howard led the Bears with 16 points, including 4 threes, while Matthew Kamba and Albert Christensen came off the bench and added 11 and 10 points respectively. The Bears struggled in the paint. Southeastern Louisiana outscored the Bears by 20 points in the paint. UCA returns home to face Incarnate Word at 7 p.m. Friday night in the Ferris Center. Now, sticking with basketball, the Sugar Bears are on the road tomorrow night as they take on Northwestern State, a Northwestern State team they defeated 63-46 on January 28th at the Ferris Center. At the time, the Lady Demons were the #1 team in the Southland Conference. In that game, sophomore Maggie Profit was 6 of 13 from behind the arc and had 28 points. Profit shot 50% for the game. As of today, Northwestern State has lost 3 straight games and sits in 4th place in the Southland Conference, while the Sugar Bears have won 3 straight and are currently 13-9 overall and 6-4 in conference play. That's good enough for 6th place in the conference. On to the diamond now, where UCA softball hosted UAPB for their home opener last night at Ferris Field. The Sugar Bears scored in all 4 innings Tuesday night to help out starter Kylie Studioso. UCA defeated UAPB 11-2 behind only 5 hits. Sam Forrest, Lindsay Elliott, and Audrey Pratt each had 2 RBIs. Up next for UCA is a weekend tournament down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. UCA is scheduled to play Hofstra, LSU, and Notre Dame. I will have a recap of those games on Monday for our sports. Last but not least, junior Christina Horkison of the UCA tennis team was named the Southland Conference's Women's Tennis Player of the Week. Horkison, a native of Bulgaria, won all of her singles and doubles matches over the past week to help UCA to a 2-0 record for the season. The Sugar Bears return to the court this Saturday as they host Southern Illinois at 1 p.m. That's all I have for sports. I'm Michael Deere.
Well, Michael, so the girls have been doing really well, and they won their last game against Northwestern.
That's right.
Northwestern. Do you think they'll be able to win again?
It's going to be a tough game. It's on the road. This happened last year where UCA won at home but then lost by the same score on the road. They have to get together. I think they can get 4 straight, and I think they're going to pull the upset again tonight.
It's really great to hear, but we'll have more stories after the break.
At the University of Central Arkansas, I've encountered world-changing academics and game-changing athletics, helping me become a regular on the Southland Conference Honor Roll. I was able to graduate early with a business degree, and now I'm seeking a second degree in physical education, all while playing Division I volleyball, softball, and soccer. UCA put me and my education front and center. Learn how at uca.edu.
Welcome back. Multiple organizations are coming together to help construct a development plan for both Mayflower and Vilonia. In April of 2014, an EF4 tornado ripped through the 2 cities, causing excessive damage and claiming 16 lives. Disaster Recovery Manager Devin Howland says that all development will be from citizen feedback in the community. Metro Plan and the Metropolitan Planning Organization receiving an extended grant to fund building codes and zoning regulations. UALR's Institute for Economic Advancement is planning to put together a disaster preparedness plan for the community. 2 new Eclipse 8 sirens will also be replaced by the Arkansas Community Foundation. The foundation granted $28,000 to the Mayflower Fire Department. In addition to the development, each city fire station will host a memorial tree planting this Saturday beginning at 10 in the morning.
So it's easy to think chocolate when we want to express our love, specifically around Valentine's Day. But the rich indulgence may be a great way to show some love to your heart as well. In today's Health Minute, Adam McCoy counts all the ways.
Chocolate's more than just a matter of the heart for what we give to people that we love. Chocolate has nutrients in it that can help us to protect our heart They're called flavanols, and they help to increase the blood flow to your heart. And it also helps your body to reduce the amount of plaque that will stick on your arterial walls, so it's not going to lead to clots that will eventually lead to heart attack and a stroke.
But not all chocolate is heart healthy.
If you're looking for the healthier versions of chocolate, look for the term dark chocolate, so that's going to be on the label, and then look for a higher percentage.
Other benefits of cocoa powder, the main ingredient of dark chocolate, may include raising good cholesterol levels, the high-density lipids, or HDL, while lowering bad cholesterol levels, the low-density lipids, or LDL. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao contains fiber and is high in antioxidants.
Antioxidants are really important because they help to protect us against certain diseases like cancer and macular degeneration from aging.
Adam McCoy, CNN.
Coming up after the break, a new feature series started today in the UCA Echo.
And we'll look at the weather one more time. Stay with us, News 6 we'll be right back.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Call this free government program for the option that's right for you.
Yes, I am. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
For those dealing with the struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for advice and support.
Welcome back. So we're going to take a look at today's new Echo since it's Wednesday, and they have a great story today in the paper.
Let's turn it a little bit. So it's Echo time. Super exciting.
Yes, the People of UCA story. So have you heard of this, the new feature thing they're doing?
I just started hearing about it, and it sounds really cool, really interesting, and I think it's a good way to look at, just really feel like who UCA students are.
Right. I think it's a spin-off of the Humans of New York blog that they have, and that student that was recently in the New York Times, Badal, about the great picture that was taken of him and all the great things that have happened as a result of it. But specifically for UCA, they interviewed Brent Welch, and he said, "I'm convinced that I'm going to marry her. I mean, the distance is hard, but I know that she's worth the wait and that it won't last forever." So I guess he's talking about his girlfriend. It's a long-distance relationship, which must be terrible.
I think that, I mean, as they say, you know, here, like, people could, I don't know, I'm not really interested in this or move on, but, like, to me, that's like, I want to read that. It's a very deep quote, and I think it's really cool to, like, hear the stories from students like that.
Yes, but it seems like they're making it work, so that's great. But so for Valentine's Day, a lot of students seem to be going out, and one student, sophomore Bailey Rawson, said she plans on hiking at Pinnacle Mountain or bowling.
So we definitely want to know how the weather is for that. So for that, we have Candace Miller. So
yes, guys, it is Valentine's Day this weekend. We'll have a recap of our extended forecast. Okay, so on tomorrow, the cooler temperatures will be pushing in.
And that's a look at the news for this Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, you can email us at ucanews6@gmail.com.
And be sure to keep up with us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Elizabeth Flores.
And I'm Jordan Arrington. For Michael Deere, Candace Miller, and all of us at News 6, thank you for joining us, and good night.